Japan! We've arrived! Oh, look, a volcano! Suzuki-san, descent! Oh, steady as she goes! I'll do it. Here we go, I've got it. 2 quick bursts and a gentle come down. Oh. Get down gently. Whoa. The Kiwi has landed. I'm here to learn, experience, and eat everything I can. I intend to walk a line as fine as the samurai's sword, from one end of this great country to the other.
But my adventure is also a personal one.
Wonderful.
I've made a career playing kooky and unusual characters. And I love the unusual side of Japanese culture. So Japan might be the perfect place for some serious personal and professional development.
One night only!
To become a better person and reach new heights as a performer. So join me, Rhys Darby, on my first trip to Japan.
Oh, look, there it is.
Travelling from Kumamoto in the south,
It's just absolutely bonkers.
to the beauty of Sapporo in the north,
All right, let's go.
where I'll do deep research on the wild, the wonderful, the dangerous world of Japan, where tradition lives alongside the fabulous new.
Yeah, I'd like a big tub like this at home, actually.
I start my epic journey in the city of Kumamoto, where a massive earthquake in 2016 caused widespread damage, including to the stunning Kumamoto Castle. Beside the castle is Kumamoto's shrine. I've come here with my translator Miyuki to receive a blessing and make a wish for the adventures ahead.
So, Miyuki, this is my first Japanese
Yes.
shrine experience.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Okay, in New Year's, we always come to the shrine to pray for the good hope and wish of the coming year.
So what exactly do you say once you get up there?
You have to say your name and an address so
Oh.
that the God will know exactly who you are.
Really?
Yeah,
He's not all-knowing and all-seeing?
not yet. So you have to
Right.
kind of, tell
Divulge
who you
particular
are.
details
Yeah.
so
And
that
then-
God knows.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, you're the one.
Yes, and then you will make a good wish,
Okay,
whatever you want.
I'll give it a shot.
Yes, please.
I've always had an interest in Japan, yet I have never been here. So I'm definitely a fish out of water here. Now, I don't like the term fish out of water because to me that means you're practically dead. Fish don't really survive out of water. So I prefer to think of a fish that's evolved and to think of us as fish that are constantly evolving, learning and adapting to our situations makes me feel more comfortable. I'm a fish adapting. So here I am now. I've got little leggy things and I can move. So it's stage one. Before I leave this shrine, I'm going to write down my hopes and wishes that everything turns out well for our upcoming journey.
With my wish let loose on the universe, I'm feeling ready to get stuck into Japan. And I'm excited to meet one of the country's biggest stars, whose hometown is right here in Kumamoto.
I've always had a fascination with mascots, the idea of a non-human entity representing a sports team. But here in Japan, they have mascots for everything. Check these out. This is a haunted Tokai guy who has a possessed clock tower for a head. The frightening melon bear from Hokkaido. Now this one is Takapo. He represents an airport. He is in fact a sentient runway with 2 aircraft for hands. This guy is the ghost of a fermented horse mackerel. But the big king is Kumamon. Can't litter in this place, so...
Kumamon is a yurikara, which is the Japanese name for mascot. He has millions of fans and was voted #1 yurikara in Japan for 3 years running. So I hope to meet Kumamon and maybe pick up a few mascot moves. But first I need to get some intel from his boss, Kumamoto Governor Ikuo Kabashima.
Kabashima Ikuo です。
Ah.
Kumamon is a director of sales for Kumamoto and also director of creating happiness.
Right.
So 2 posts. So he has to make money. You know how much he made money?
No. How much?
1.5 billion US dollar.
Wow. To the city, 1.5 US billion.
Billion dollar.
Billion.
Also, Kumamon gave us a pride because
Yes.
Kumamon is so famous, and also Kumamon gave us hope
Right.
and dream,
Yes.
earning so much money for people in Kumamoto.
All right, well, I have a gift for you. This is for you. This is our kiwi, soft.
Mascot? This is
It's-
mascot in
Yeah, it's New
Zealand?
Zealand's mascot. And if you squeeze, you can hear the bird.
Oh, I see. Oh, good. Cute boys.
Yes, cute.
One present for you. ちょっとこれ持ってって。This is actually Kumamon pin badge only for governor.
Wow, that's an honor.
So
It's amazing.
I give you this one.
A very special.
This is very, very special. Don't give anybody.
Oh, no, no. The gates have been opened for me to enter the Yurukara world.
Okay. Okay, number 1 you can.
Number one Yurukara. Very nervous. I'm about to meet Kumamon. It's a bit like a first date, really. No one else here knows he's going to turn up but me. And I have no idea what sort of pandemonium is going to ensue once the biggest celebrity, arguably in Japan, turns up any second now. Oh, here he is, Kumamon. Tashiwa Rhys. What a pleasure to meet you. Woohoo, look at him go. Whoa, that's a good one. Despite his size, he can move very well. He's got very agile movements, you know, and I think that's important. You've got to look and feel happy. The way you move, bring joy. Wow. Now, what does Kumamon mean to you?
Happy.
Yeah, happy? Come and have a hug. There we go. He's not just a mascot, but really it's all about love. It's all about happiness, and it's about giving that to the people. It's hard to understand, but once you're here, you can feel it. I feel like somewhat of a mascot myself back in New Zealand, so I bring happiness to people, and people smile when they see me on occasion. So I know what it's like to be stared at. It's great physical theatre. The magic really is in the performance of Kumamon. He's doing a great job. Interesting to watch and learn how the process works. We're all kids in Kumamon's candy shop. And once you think like a kid and you buy into him being real, then it becomes real. And that's the key.
In Japan, even when small children grow up into adults, they still hold mascots in their heart.
I love Kumamon because he's cute and cheeky. After the recent big earthquake, Kumamon brought us hope and encouragement.
Yeah, I like his, like a little bit fat. Yeah.
I've learnt a lot today. I can see the effort that goes into the work as a mascot. It's not just simply turning up and waving your arms. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I could do this. The amount of happiness that comes from throwing happiness out there, I think is rewarding. What time's your next gig? Okay, day 2, and I've got big plans. Japan is steeped in ancient history, with some traditions running back thousands of years. But they also have a fascination with modern robotic technology. And so if you know me, you'll know I love robots. I've been doing impressions of them all my life. So I'm hoping this next destination will really tickle my fancy.
I'm heading to Nagasaki, to the Rhys Bosch theme park. It's a replica Dutch village that reflects the historical relationship between the Dutch and the Japanese since the 15th century. But within this village, I'm curious to stay at a hotel unlike any in the world. In Nagasaki, at the Rhys Bosch theme park, I'm walking into something that's a first for me, and indeed a first for the world.
Please enjoy your stay.
Konnichiwa.
チェックインのお客様は左手のロボットが
Robot cloakroom.
This is the world's only fully robotic hotel. And since opening in 2015, it has become a popular novelty attraction for robot lovers of Japan and beyond.
Right, choose your locker.
I love robots, and particularly doing robot impressions. So for me, this is a great chance for some deep research and method preparation for future robot performances.
Here we go. Oh, yes, I see what's happening here. It's going to turn up over here. Oh, here we go. Wonderful. Touch the hatch. I want to touch the glass. No. Oh, yes, robot starting again. There we go. All right. The check-in. Hello. I'd like to check in, please. Oh. English? What about dinosaur? Ah, all good to go. Just as a backup, I might just check in with Yumiko.
Please hold up your passport.
A lovely pen there. I like the technology on that.
The check-in process is now complete.
There we go. Look at
Please
that.
confirm the room number.
Good. It's weird. I feel alone. And this is just in a short time already. You kind of take for granted the assurance you get from human interaction, because despite communicating with the technology, it's a weird, lost feeling. Without it, it's soulless. I wonder whether there is something in the human's mindset that craves this kind of solitude from other humans. I don't know.
To answer this question, I'm meeting Mr. Tomita, roboticist and technical advisor for the hotel.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So this place, obviously, very robotic in its nature. You come in, there's no humans. Human comes in, you feel very alone. Take me through this hotel environment.
This is a part of the experiment, everlasting experiment. First people, they feel strange.
Yes.
Strange and puzzled in
Yes.
many things. This is a first experience, the encounter of robotics.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they start thinking about maybe this is better.
I find it
went,
fascinating that
Indiana,
Mr. Tomita looks at the hotel as an experiment.
She got the PhD
It's
and
about
she's,
humans and robots
doing
coexisting.
nice,
And that feeling I have of unease,
changing.
apparently
It's a
that's all
changing,
part of the
changing.
experiment.
And again,
He
this is
believes
great.
that from this
That's the
strange
beginning of
interaction will come new robotic ideas.
Yeah. If it was all very comfortable, it would just be the same as everything else we're used to.
Now Mr. Tomita wants to show me the Robot Museum, to see Japan's first popular robot character that inspired generations of Japanese.
Sorry, I just had to get my jacket out of robot storage.
Do you know the Astro Boy?
Oh, yes.
And in Japan, we call it Atom. That inspired me a lot.
Right.
Yes.
It was the beginning, and you thought,
Yes, that's
right,
been-
this,
yes, right.
this has to be the future.
American people do not call this Atom. They named it Astro Boy.
Oh, right,
I think
because
so.
they weren't happy with the significance of the
Yeah,
atom, or the
yeah.
splitting of the atom,
Oh, yeah.
which, of course,
Yeah.
a New Zealander actually
Yeah, yeah.
split the atom,
Yeah.
but it was the Americans
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
dropped the bombs.
Right.
I have an interest in robots. I've been doing impressions of robots my entire life. And so I've had an affiliation to the mechanics, the movement of a robot. It appeals to me, and I like the noises they make. For example, this type of thing.
You're good. Good. You are good. You are good.
Well, I'm pretty confident Tomita-san is impressed by those moves. But now, let's teach him a lesson.
You're going down, Tomita-san. You're going down. Got you, Tomita-san. You'll never outwit me.
Dead.
Well, robot battles do make you hungry. Thankfully, Tomita-san has an army of mechanical chefs.
That's amazing.
No, amazing. This is amazing.
The skills.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Nice. Nice job.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look. I'd like to see Gordon Ramsay swear at a guy like this while he's cooking. Well, I tell you what, no matter how good the robot is, you still got to wait for the food to cook. Here it comes.
Ah. Wow.
Look at that. Right, shall we?
Shall we? いただきます.
Oh, that is really good. So, where do you see the future of robotics going with humanity?
The AI is going to make the robot much smarter.
Right.
And however, they will recognize human beings are more smart.
So we will always be on top. That's the key. Humans
Yes.
will be the boss.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Good.
Interesting.
Tomita-san is heading home to recharge for the evening. But he has told me I simply cannot miss Rhys ten Bosch by night.
The juxtaposition of the European Dutch architecture to real scale with the water and then the robots, it's just absolutely bonkers. And I love it.
But there are aspects of this experimental hotel that I'm finding a tad more difficult to love.
タラタラタラタラタラタラタラそらそらそらかわいいダンスタラタラタラタラタラタラタラ足に赤いつらタラタラタラシェア
My time here has certainly furthered my robot obsession, but after all this technology, I feel it's time to get back to the basics. And I want to go to another side of Japan, away from the neon cities, where I can get in touch with nature. So I'm heading to a remote island called Yakushima.
I hear Yakushima Island is pretty much devoid of any human tourism. A wonderful paradox of Japan. You can be in a 18th century replica Dutch village surrounded by robots one day, and then the next on a remote volcanic island in the middle of nowhere. Well, I've arrived. Let's check this, ooh, beautiful island out. Apparently this island has a large population of tanuki, which is a type of wild raccoon dog, which, oddly enough, has a very large set of balls. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. The tanuki, not just the large testes.
On the island of Yakushima, I'll be bunking down at a very special lodge, run by a Mr. Bear and his wife, Mrs. Silk. I can't wait to meet them because I hear they feed their guests with food they grow and catch themselves.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Konnichiwa.
いらっしゃい。私が農家民宿を始めたのは
I opened the lodge because 16 years ago I started farming fruit and vegetables. Also, I catch fresh fish, and so I can provide my guests with fresh food.
Mrs. Silk and Mr. Bear.
どうぞ。
Yes. Lead the way.
こちらになります。
Wow.
畳の部屋になります。
Very nice. Yes, I shall make myself home here. And I say, I really feel like my mother in these green numbers.
She's watching out that no slippers in this room.
Now, I've got the TV there. Wi-Fi password. We make the bed this way. Okay. So, of course, I came through a room which had two perfectly good beds in it, but I see that Mrs. Silk and Mr. Bear have decided to give me my own room, which is wonderful, and a sleeping on the floor option, which I think, in their mind, is a more genuine experience, which I'm totally up for. What an experience. Mr. Bear has been kind enough to show me his favourite fishing spot. All right, let's go. Wow. Amazing. It's like some sort of gigantic tectonic collision has just happened. Of course, it probably did, but thousands of years ago.
Ah! 危ない危ない。
I'm fine. Kuma-san, how long have you been coming to this fishing spot?
50年ぐらい。
50 years.
もう海山。
Living on the island, I enjoy mountains and the ocean.
それが一番の楽しみですね。
Most of all, the ocean.
特に海が。
I mean, I would come here just for the atmosphere alone. It's epic.
In my case, I'm having a peaceful life, enjoying and relaxing, doing things I'm interested in doing.
I used to be a fish chanter back in New Zealand. Not many doing it now, but we sort of stand on the edge of the rocks and sort of try to get the fish out, you know, just by sort of calling them. Come on, fish! Fish, 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 fish! Of course, it's Japan, so I need to speak in Japanese. Kuma-san, what's the Japanese word for fish?
魚。
Sakana. Ah, sakana! Rise! Rise to the surface! Sakana! We got a fish! Woohoo! Very tiny. So I'm going to let you go back into the ocean. You can get a lot bigger than that. All right. Adios. That's fine. It's got a rugged species. All right, let's pack up and get back for dinner, right? Konnichiwa! Hello! Oh, this looks good. Now, I'm known for my cooking skills, so you're in luck tonight, having my help. I've never done this before, so I'm just concentrating on not getting my fingers. A little bit extra there for the cat. There you go. Oh, sore back. Hard work being a sushimi. Sashimi. Not sushimi. Sushimi. It's like sushi and sashimi.
Sushimi. もう今から寿司見で行こうかな。寿司見食べませんかって。
Part of staying here is the experience of mucking in. Everybody helps with food preparation and running the lodge. But places like Yakushima are actually struggling, as young people tend to flock to the cities.
When I was a small kid, there were lots of children. The population used to be 20,000. Now there are 12 to 13,000. Because there are no jobs here, people move to the city for opportunity. But the people who love Yakushima stay here.
Before we start eating, we usually play for the dishes.
Okay.
So we just say itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu?
Yes. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. I'm going to go for the winged beast, which is the flying fish, a toppy.
Compared to the normal fish, flying fish has many bones. Yeah.
Mmm. Oishi. Which, of course, means tasty. Yum. Yummy. Oh, very good. Let me just get all the bones out.
Yeah, many bones.
It doesn't matter if you swallow a few, you know. There was one, I read about a guy once that ate metal. The picture was him sort of eating the door of an aeroplane. Anyway, I think he's dead. He's dead now. Oishi. Here, I think it's all about give and not take. It's the experience of happiness through giving. Ah, very good.
Good?
Yes, very nice. Yeah. I'll keep that close.
Yeah.
Being self-sufficient, living off the land, and letting others experience that. I think anyone in the modern era could do with a small stint of coming to a place like this, because you see that it's not all about you. It's about the earth and about love and about comfort. So you lads, what do you want to do when you grow up? Are you going to stay on this island, or are you going to move into the big city?
All same.
Oh. Well, I tell you what will happen. They'll move into the city, get a taste for it, and they will return, because you always come home to roost. Even for me, I found that... actually, that's a lie. No, I did. I moved away and went away for good. So... yeah. You've been wonderful to me.
On my adventures ahead, I too will be heading back to the big city, where I know I'll miss the peaceful, natural way of life here. But before I go, I have one last chance to have a deep, personal nature cleanse with something called forest bathing. My guide, who I met at dinner last night, is an accomplished forest bather named Jun.
Well, I'm excited to get in there. Now, that's with clothes on, isn't it?
Yes.
Oops. Can you explain to me the forest bathing?
The forest bathing is enjoy the nature and feel it. And if you feel it, you can be very relaxed.
It's an altered state in your mind.
Yes, especially for the people in the cities.
So I live in a big city, Los Angeles.
Wow.
I want to feel relaxed and at one with the earth.
Of course you can. Look, The monkey poop.
Oh, monkey poop. What's the monkey called?
That's yak macaque.
Macaque.
Macaque. Yes. They are so
Cheeky.
fluffy, right?
Yeah, fluffy, gorgeous. Okay, so be aware of monkey,
Yes.
the macaque.
Listen to the sound of the river.
Nature.
Yeah, we can totally be relaxed.
Bring it in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Why don't we have a deeply blessed? Could you feel the tree and the forest?
Yeah. I feel like I'm one of the trees.
Yeah.
You can hear the monkeys.
They enjoy the nature too.
Yeah. Is that just screams of happiness?
Yeah.
The deeper in we get, the more serene, the very calm comes over you. I feel good.
Yeah.
And it smells glorious.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I just came from an area where it was full of lights
Yeah.
and robots, and this to me, what life's all about, I think, is,
Yeah.
you know, take away all the stuff that humans have created
Yeah.
and realize what really is here
Yes,
and what should
yes, yes.
always be here. And we need to look after it and protect it.
Yeah.
As my journey continues, I'm hoping for the ultimate in personal development at a traditional samurai village in a remote area of the Mai prefecture. But on the way, I'll stop at Hiroshima, traveling on one of Japan's most celebrated technological marvels. Shinkansen, the bullet train. It's pretty much a Concorde on rails. Shinkansen is going to propel me 300 kilometers an hour across the countryside. So Japan introduced the Shinkansen to the world in the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo. And of course it won gold. 1964, it must have felt like a rocket ship. I mean, it still does. But in Hiroshima, I'm not quite prepared for what hits me. So in my mind, you can't come to Hiroshima without paying your respects to the people that lost their lives here on August the 6th, 1945. So the A-bomb exploded about 600 meters above the dome here. 200,000 people lost their lives. It's hard to come up with the words to describe how one feels seeing this. And this is a stark reminder for humankind, what we're capable of.
This is the main part.
To help me understand what happened here, I'm meeting up again with my translator, Miyuki.
What happened on that day?
Immediately, people felt really hot because of the blast and fire. So people really got thirsty and then get into the water. So all the people around here get into the river.
Oh, really?
But they immediately gone.
Really?
So on that day, the river was full of dead bodies.
Oh, my goodness.
Floating.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
It feels like we haven't learnt enough and that we could easily end up going down those paths again. This is proof that humans bounce back.
Yes,
and
exactly.
we go on.
Exactly. So another story that Hiroshima can tell is that we can revive, we can kind of stand up again.
Yes.
After the big loss.
Let's go and see
Yes.
what there is now to
I will show you something very
invest our
special
time in.
tonight.
an ideal comfort food, isn't it? Reminds me of the sort of thing when a student is trying to come up with a meal and they've just got whatever they've got in the pantry and they throw it on something. Noodles, egg, and what have I got?
It is like that.
That's probably how it was created. But it's actually really, it's become a thing. Well, it's a feast of flavours.
Yeah.
The texture's interesting.
And then ginger.
Oh, yeah. Japan likes the ginger. Yeah.
We do. How about you?
Well, I mean, I am ginger, so that's why I'm popular here, you see.
What do you mean by your ginger?
Look at my hair. Ginger. Ginger, or technically electric copper.
Electric copper. Wow,
yeah.
That's a nice way of saying that. Yeah, it's a really nice color.
Oh, he's a mascot, guys. Who is this?
Leopard.
Leopard. Oh, Leopard. Ah, of course.
He's a mascot
For a club. Leopard. This guy looks like Kumamon's cousin that came into the city and started raging. Ah, that's the dance. I'm really feeling it. The mascot ways here. What a treat.
I must leave Hiroshima behind for now, along with my growing mascot obsession, and travel through the night to the remote village of Masubi, a traditional samurai village in the Mai prefecture. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, for learning the ways of the samurai is a lifelong personal goal of mine. So I'm hoping for a good sleep-in before my training begins.
Rhys! 와요! Rhys!
Yeah!
데리고다! 아이고 데리고! Rhys! 어서이! 아게로! 어서이! 아이고 귀한데 데리고!
Right.
So I arrived in the dead of the night, and here I am up in the mountains, in the forest, near a village called Masubi. And I'm here to learn the ways of the samurai. My sensei today for my martial arts training is Oyaji. Oyaji is a samurai master and a retired army colonel.
So this is the samurai village of Masubi. What does Masubi mean?
Okay, Masubi means connection and creation.
Ah, right.
The people connect to each other.
Okay.
So the Masubi village will create something good.
Right. So let's talk about this sword. I think I can probably grasp it now, the katana.
Wait.
To get myself on track with the sensei's mission, I have to get my body and mind in line with his, and that starts off with a lot of breathing, chanting, movements.
이쿠 토마,
이쿠 토마,
타루 토마,
타루 토마,
타마 토마루 토마,
토마 토마루 토마.
Please take your costume for Misongi and go to river.
Yes, sensei. Having stayed here last night, it was below zero, and I believe we're heading to the river, so it's like some sort of apron. So I'm a bit worried. To get myself on track with the sensei's mission, I have to go into the water. A dip in the river is going to shock me back into being who I am supposed to be, a hot energy that works with others to create a oneness.
I can't stress enough how chilly it is. It is the middle of winter and we're up in the mountains.
I got in the water. It was shocking, but it's all about bringing your body and mind together to be at one with the universe. We're all connected, and we need to feel the energy that we all resonate and work together as one.
根の国そこの国にいます早さすらい姫という神文字さすらい失いてむかさすらい失いては罪という罪を洗いと洗えたまえよいよのこと天つかみ神えいえいえいえいえいほえいほえいえいえいえい
I just felt this euphoria.
What a pleasure! It was amazing. Let's get back in.
For some reason, it felt right.
I feel very energized after that ceremony.
Good.
Our energy was as one.
Yes.
And that gave me great strength. I feel like I can take on the world.
Okay.
I have the power.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah, so let's talk about this sword. I think I can probably grasp it now.
Just wait.
Oh.
We go to shrine first.
Shrine?
Yes.
Okay. I can do that.
Yes? Good.
Shrine time.
The sensei's mission here is to revive the spirit of the samurai, the ancient traditional ways.
Wash your hand and the mouth before enter the shrine.
This is in complete contrast to how modern society is working, especially here in Japan, and I think it's a great thing. How can reviving the spirit of the samurai help people in the modern world?
I was born in countryside. It means very heartful relationship altogether. But I moved to Tokyo. In Tokyo, there is no community. We have many problems in the modern social. So I want to recover such a situation. So here we live, help each other, and products, the foods, everything together.
Right.
So I can't touch the katana yet?
Yes, you can.
Wow!
Okay. And stop. Sometimes it's happen.
Ah.
And cut.
Ooh.
So always keep like this.
Right.
Keep like this.
Thumb on there. Okay.
Okay. Take. Slowly. And one step. Ooh. And both hand.
My sleeve got on the way. So close.
Okay.
There we have it.
Good job.
Wow, that was quite the experience. It's not till you touch the real thing that you find out how heavy they are, how sharp they are, and how precise you have to be with the movements so that you don't screw up. And yeah, I liked it.
Look, to be honest, this was one of the best things I've ever done. It's no swimming with dolphins, which, by the way, I haven't done, but this was special. I felt something, and I think isn't that all we're asking for in life, is to feel something?
What a day. I'm still alive.
Maybe it was a weird moment of pure happiness.
I will never forget this experience because I felt at one with a group, and just being here in this environment, I've learned a lot about self-discipline, so thank you so much. Kampai!
On the next leg of my journey, I'll take my samurai training to Kyoto. Then double down on breaking into Japan's entertainment industry in the Hollywood of Japan, Tokyo, where amongst the clamour,
Roll out the barrel!
I'll receive training of a different kind. Finally, a homage to takoyaki,
Octopus balls!
the specialty of Kansai.
Very popular roadside snack. Oh, come round.
Get your takoyaki!